Match game 74, production number 0233, and it's take one. Get ready to match the stars. Jack Narz, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Reilly, Elaine Joyce, Richard Dawson, and Fannie Flagg as we play the star-studded big money match game 74. And now, here's the host of Match Game 74, Gene Rayburn.
Thank you, one and all, for joining us here. Thank you, Johnny Olson. Nice to have you here on Match Game 74, and nice to have all of you here because you're terrific.
Yeah.
Terrific.
So are you.
Well, I thank you.
Are you sure we are?
Yes. Okay. No, you're splendid so far.
I'd like to say something.
You'd like to say something?
Yeah.
What would you like to say, Brett?
I'm wearing my own hair, and you haven't said one word. How do you think I feel?
Brett has worn her own hair. Everything you've seen up until today was a wig.
Yes.
True.
No. Which belonged to Charles Nelson Reilly.
It was Charles Nelson Reilly's
An
wig.
old
Yeah.
wig.
Old wig and my beads.
No.
That's right. Yes, I'm
Her
wearing my own
beads.
hair and Fanny's beads.
Yeah, well,
Stole my beads.
I don't think we ought to inquire any further about
Oh, these are mine. Whatever's there, honey, belongs to me.
Okay, now let's say hello to our two players, Lee Conant and Nancy Palangi. Hello there, Lee and Nancy. Are you ready? Lee is the current champ. He's won one game, and he went all the way with that game. He won the $500 in the first part of the super match, and then he won the $5,000. He and Richard Dawson teamed up on that one. So he has a total of $5,600 now. And at our last meeting, we had just introduced Nancy, and she told us she was married, and she had 2 children. Did you tell us that?
I told you that. That's true.
What else did you tell us, Nancy?
I manage a resort hotel in Dillon, Colorado.
Oh, and you're here on vacation?
Right,
And we were lucky
right.
enough to get you.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Good luck to both of you. We'll begin this game right after we finish this message.
Shirley.
We're all set to go
no,
here,
no.
and I'll push the button and reveal our first round questions and ask Nancy to make a decision.
B, please.
B is what she wants. Folks, here it is. What to do when the party's over? 1, thank the host or hostess. 2, take the lampshade off your head. 3, get your blank out of the punch bowl. Oh, come on. Did you hear all that, Nancy? Okay. What to do when the party's over? 1, thank the host or hostess. 2, take a lampshade off your head. 3, get your blank out of the punch bowl. Charles, you're a famous Hollywood host. This should be no problem for you at all.
Thank you, Gene.
I don't know why I love you so much.
Goes like wine.
Bubble up goes like wine.
Great host.
All right, he's all set now. We'll just put it in the slot there. We'll call on Nancy for her response. 1, thank the host or hostess. 2, take the lampshade off your head. 3, get your blank out of the punch bowl. What do you put in that blank?
Your bottom.
Really?
Solid?
You think these dignified, shy, retiring dingbats are going to say that?
I hope so.
You hope so?
I hope so.
How dare you take my
How
first name
dare
in
you
vain?
say that? All right, Jack, what did you say?
Oh, I never end up that way. I usually end up with my...
Take your face,
Face
get
in
your
the
face out of the punch bowl. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Get the
I can
new
see what
kid.
kind of group we got here today, Brett.
Well, you know, Fanny's a little top-heavy, so she always ends up with her front in the punch bowl. But then there are those of us who end up with our behind.
Okay, Charles.
Well, I just thought car keys. That's...
Charles, does that say car keys?
car keys.
It says car keys here, Charles.
You said time to go home, so...
He must be wearing socks.
I'm sorry, did I hurt you, my dear?
No.
No, did I entwine myself around you in any way? That's nice.
Would you like him to enjoy himself?
Would you show us your card there?
Well, I happen to know the reason why Brett is not wearing a wig today is because we went to a party together last night, and I had to take her wig out of the punch bowl.
That's one for me.
And that's not all.
Okay. 3, get your blank out of the punch bowl, Richard.
Well, Nancy's so nice. I would have said bottom, but I was afraid I'd make an ass of myself.
Oh.
So I said hand.
Get your hand out of the punch bowl. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Doc.
All right. Fanny, Phyllis, or...
I'll just straighten your tie.
I heard this was a formal show. No, now listen, I have been to parties with Brett, and her husband has to get his mate out of the punch bowl.
Get your mate out of the punch bowl. So that's 1 for you, and now let's see how Lee does with his half of round number 1. The psychiatrist said, Mrs. Harris, I have good news and bad news.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my.
The bad news is your husband still thinks he's a dog. The good news is I've taught him how to blink. Oh, dear me. You hear all that, Lee?
Yes, I sure did.
Okay.
I'd like to be able to tell you what my psychiatrist said to me last week, but I can't.
No, you can't do that because that violates
too
the
ugly.
psychiatric discipline. You mustn't tell.
I
All right.
spent $5,000 going to an analyst, getting to know myself, and found out I didn't want to continue the relationship.
All right, Lee, they're all set over there, so we ask you now. Psychiatrist said, Mrs. Harris, I have good news and bad news. The bad news is your husband still thinks he's a dog. The good news is I've taught him how to blink.
Bark.
Bark. Okay. You know, I didn't think of that, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Didn't occur to me at all. What occurred to you,
That's
Jack?
very good, but
Yeah.
you see, they were apartment dwellers, and you don't want a dog that barks
Oh.
in an apartment. But he taught him to go on paper.
Go on, Tim. Okay, Brett.
What's wrong with Jack?
I don't know. It's yes.
You know the name of his show? Now you see it.
That's on CBS, is it?
Oh, yes.
11 o'clock Eastern.
Right.
And 10 o'clock Western.
Well, that's clear.
Good night, Jason.
What do you say, Brett?
I say that poor woman married to that man. Bark, indeed. Well, of course, bark.
Naturally. Can I have a tie score at this moment? And we call on Charles.
You don't have to teach a dog to bark, but you do have to teach him not to go on the paper.
Yes. Really, Charles? I'm not coming to your house to visit for any length of time. What do you say?
Well, I say he thought he was a dog long ago, so obviously he knew how to bark. But the doctor taught him how to eat Alpo.
Oh.
Wild and all.
All right, and he loved it.
He loves Alpo.
Yes. You like Alpo, Richard?
Henry Alpo.
Henry Alpo. Know him well.
His nose is always warm. No, the doctor said, I managed to teach your husband to fetch slippers.
Fetch slippers.
Keeps the mice down.
Right. Fanny, what say you?
She mentioned a name brand, and they say they Cadillac.
And I have a dog.
Now, you're not supposed to do that.
I said fetch.
You can't do that. What'd you
I
say?
know it. Cadillac.
No, you can't do that. Now, stop that. I'll rip off your necktie.
Oh, yes?
Yes. Score is 1-1 here at the end of round 1. 1-1. Very tight ball game going here. And we're going to continue right after this.
Why not?
Here we are. Are you ready? Okay, we're ready. I'll push a button here and ask Nancy to make a selection.
I'll take B again.
B, 1-1 the score. Last time you matched Brett, so Brett, you lay out. The rest of you do this.
Kiss me, Charles.
That'll be enough of that. Sammy, the world's dumbest skin diver, said, my flippers were always falling off, so I blanked them to my feet. Sammy, world's dumbest skin diver, said my flippers were always falling off, so I blanked them to my feet. Did you hear all that?
I did.
All right.
Fannie made these beads out of a chandelier that was hanging in her mansion in Atlanta.
Really?
Oh, Birmingham.
Tell
Where
us
is that
about
funny
Tara.
place you come from down south?
Those beads are the earrings of Miss Alabama in 1973.
Really? Miss Alabama?
You made me
Ready?
mess up my answer.
Close enough. Okay.
You don't know, that's why.
No, I don't. All right, Nancy. Sammy, the world's dumbest skin diver, said my flippers were always falling off, so I blanked them to my feet.
I tied them to my feet.
Tied? I would expect a smart skin diver to tie him to his feet, but a dumb skin diver, like it said here, might do something else. Let's find out what you have, what opinion you have of this dumb
Well,
skin
if you
diver.
tied them to your feet and you went in the water, your feet shrink and it'd fall off. I think he would have them glued.
Yeah. Something like
Don't you love
epoxy or
that?
something,
I
yes.
love that. He
Name
said
brand,
glue
name
isn't.
brand.
What's going to happen
No,
to
that's
glue?
not. That's generic.
waterproof
Charles?
Oh.
Quiet!
You can use epoxy or something.
He and I are right together, and we're going to get together and make a couple of model airplanes with all our papers.
Yeah, what do you say here?
Oh, I said that he was everything. Nothing bothered him. He found no pain in anything, so he just stapled them to his feet.
That's good. For a dumb skin diver, that's a good
And
thing
all
to
the
do.
sharks came after him.
Yeah,
It was terrible.
great. When the shark has what?
But then what happened then?
No, that's another
Then
show.
he found a girl who was a skin diver who had stapled fins to her feet, and they fell in love and got married. And they had
Gave
gummies.
birth to a 9-pound box of tacks. I said glued.
Glued. No side, Nancy. Fannie?
I'm so disappointed. I wanted to say stapled, but I didn't. I said glued.
Glued. Stapled and glued, we're both good there. So we've got nothing for you there, I'm sorry to say, Nancy. Now leave, this is the second half, the second and final round. One match will win the game for you. Brett, you do not participate again.
I'm the only one who's
Good,
winning.
good.
Now that we have this for you, an item from the personals column in the newspaper. It says, lady with cucumber wishes to meet man with vinegar. Object blank. Yes, I thought you'd like it. You have to write something too.
I
see.
didn't know. Oh,
Yes.
I thought it was a bedtime story.
No.
What is it?
Man with cucumber wishes to meet
Lady with
salad.
cucumber. No,
No,
it's
lady with cucumber?
Let me run the show if you don't mind, Brett.
Lady with cucumber.
Lady with cucumber wishes to meet man with vinegar. Object blank.
Tweak this neck a little while they're hanging around.
Okay.
Lovely.
Has the softest mouth.
Let go of my cable.
You're such animals, you guys.
That's right. Charles.
You are.
Does this mean the prom is off?
Yes.
Oh, you did it, Charles. I'm just biting her neck to kill time while you're thinking of an answer.
Animals.
And he's
I don't
not
like
even a
biting her neck,
vampire.
Charles.
I'll never be able to explain that. Have to wear scarves.
What the heck are you doing?
Oh, do we know? Can't read
Okay.
his writing.
Now, Lee,
You have to just trust
an item
me.
from the personals column in the newspaper. Lady with cucumber wishes to meet man with vinegar. Object blank.
Pickles.
Pickles.
Very
What a
clever.
good answer.
See how clever he is? You didn't think that that's the way you make pickles, but one pickle wins the game. Jack, are you offering
Didn't they
a
do that
pickle?
to you once?
Yes.
I've been married to a pickle for
That's a
18
brilliant
years.
I didn't come up with that. I just said this. Salad.
Salad.
Object salad.
Cucumber salad. Yeah, that's okay. Charles, what do you offer?
I said again, you see the third time where we had the same thing, but I said make whoopee salad.
Make whoopie salad.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, he's
get
looking
it,
for the
Charles.
answer pickle. What do you say?
Oh, gee.
You didn't think of it.
No, I said probably what everybody thought. I think. I said marriage.
Object marriage. Well, that's the way the old line goes, yeah.
See, I
All
thought
right.
straight and I just
Yes.
nothing, right?
Okay, Richard.
He's smart.
I read a personal column said pigeon flying north would take 2 sparrows, share expenses. And then I wrote dill pickle.
Listen to that, what do you got there? Salad. Okay. Okay, we congratulate Lee, and unfortunately, we've got to say goodbye to Nancy. We have a gift for you backstage, together with our thanks for being here on Match Game 74.
Thank you.
Bye, Nancy. All right, Lee. Oh, that was a close one. They're laughing there. My mic cable was stuck on the hook and the thing started to go around, and I grabbed it just in time. Listen, you stick around. You're going to do the big money super match here, but first we got a little message for all of you, and then you come right back. Here we go.
Oh!
All right. Are you ready?
I think so.
Okay. This is his second go at it. He's up to 5,700, remember now, because he just won 100 for winning the game, and now he's going to have a go at over $5,000 here. And let's go. We polled a recent studio audience, and we got their best response to this. Birth blank. Now, the answer they gave most often is worth $500 if you match that top one, and then if you match a middle one, it's $250. If you match a bottom one, it's $100. Which celebrities would you like a little assist from?
I'm going to go with Richard first.
Richard first.
Richard the First.
Birthday.
Richard the First says birthday. Okay.
Charles.
And Charles.
Birthmark.
Birthmark, he said.
I got a good one.
Okay.
Fannie.
Fannie, what do you say?
Birth control.
You know what birth control is?
No, what is birth control, Richard?
Never having to say you're sorry.
Okay, now you've got birthmark, birthday, and birth control. You may choose one of those, Lee, or give us an answer of your own.
I'm going to say day.
Birthday. All right, that's the one he's looking for, the one Richard gave him, and that's the one he's hoping is under the $500 response. But first we'll start at the bottom and see what's under the $100 response. Birthplace. Did anyone think of that or say it? I didn't either. Okay. Still looking for birthday. Here is the $250 response. Birth control is Fannie's answer. It was up there. Third and last chance for birthday. Here is the $500 response. Birthday!
What the hell is... What's going on?
Oh, I got... Well...
Happy anniversary.
All right.
In this order.
Okay, is there anyone out there you'd like to kiss? They can't. Wayne, the cameraman number 2 there, he's a good kisser here. You'd like to kiss him? He's got a beard that tickles. Yeah, now why don't you go out there and give him a little? Your wife is jealous? Well, she'll let you. Would you mind if he kissed Wayne for $5,000?
I'll kiss him for $5,000.
Okay, there he is. See? All right, now listen, you've got the $500, and that means you're not going to play for 10 times that amount or $5,000. To collect, remember, you've got to match one celebrity head-to-head, and it's time to choose one.
Richard again.
Okay, Richard, you get ready to write.
Yeah.
Here's the $5,000 question. Dick blank. All right. Did the dinger ding? There it is.
Those quick naps
You
are
got
mine.
it. Yeah, that's right. You got to wake up back there. I don't start functioning till I hear that dinger going there. Okay, now he's finished. What answer would you come up with in order to match him? Dick blank.
Tracy.
Well, we'll find out. He said Dick Tracy. Richard, for $5,000. May we see your card?
I don't even know who that is. Who's that?
Well, the English, what do you see? It's
What
English.
is it? What, a comic strip?
Comic strip. Dick Tracy with he invented the wrist radio.
Listen, you all sneered when I wrote birthday, folks. I didn't forget that. I came up with 500, right? And that'll give him another 5. Last time he won, I said, what are you going to do with the money? He said, well, I kind of promised the kids I'd buy him a pony.
All right, that was the first $5,000. Now you're up to $11,200.
Gonna buy me a pony.
He's gonna buy you a pony, right? Got any other plans?
Well, I got 4 kids. I guess I could buy 4 ponies.
You have a stable.
Boy. And where do you live?
Point Park.
In an apartment?
Yes.
Where did he used to sell that?
Yes.
Okay.
Your neighbors are gonna love you, Lee.
Oh, boy.
4 ponies and keeping in an apartment there, and
I just hope his landlord isn't
Well, there's a
listening.
winning card. You got to save that. This card is worth $5,000 for Lee. All right, we congratulate you, and you got to plow on ahead here and meet another contestant. Here comes Annette Hall. You know Lee Conan?
Congratulations, Lee.
Thank you.
That's very sportsmanlike of you to congratulate Lee. We're all happy for him. He's up to $11,200. Would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself, Annette?
Sure, I'm married. I have 6 children. And I'm an education aide.
You're an education aide.
Right.
Okay. All right, Annette, we'll start this game right after we start this message for you. We just have time to thank all of these lovely people here and say goodbye to them. Goodbye, all.
Goodbye,
Gene. And say goodbye to you. And join us next time for Match Game 74. Gene Rayburn here. Goodbye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 74. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.